Hi, this is Jan Masters, the Everyday Joy Coach again. I hope that you've been enjoying using this e-course for healing of your thoughts and feelings about your adoption experience. This lesson is called Who Signed Me Up for This? And it's one of my favorites because it really approaches many spiritual concepts that are essential if you're going to look at adoption from a spiritual perspective. Some of them are, for some of you, very new concepts. For others of you, they are concepts that you have easily embraced. But in any case, they really bear taking a look at because if we continue to look at adoption as something that victimizes us because we have no control over it, then suffering is inevitable. And so beginning to consider the possibility that before we come into this life, we, together with our close soul friends and our masters and our guides and our teachers, formulate a plan for this lifetime based on what we've learned in other lifetimes and what we'd like to learn this time, and that we make soul agreements with other members of our soul group about the ways in which we will assist one another, the kinds of relationships we'll have, the lessons that will help each other to learn. All of this kind of thinking can lead us in the direction of recognizing the purposefulness of adoption as an earthly vehicle to, number one, bring souls together, and number two, help us to learn whatever the lessons are that we have intended to learn in this lifetime. So we come from a place of no victims. Everyone is at choice. That choice is on a soul level. And part of the deal is that we forget when we come into this life. And so part of the important trajectory of our earthly lives is the remembering of all of this that we're talking about and that we're dealing with in this e-course. And so when you meet people who are your soul partners, there's that spark of recognition. We all have had that. You meet someone and there's just an instant click. We know, there's almost a sense of, I know you. I kind of remember you. Some of our best friends, perhaps our marriage partners, our mates, our children, our siblings, our best friends can often fall into these categories. And then sometimes there are those random, seemingly random strangers that we'll meet in line at the grocery store or at the park when our kids are playing, and there's just some kind of recognition that is somewhat mysterious. And of course that mystery is part of the deliciousness of life. So we're not intending to understand everything, but we are intending to bring in some concepts with this course that will help to open and reveal some of what we can understand about the possibilities that we can begin to entertain about why adoption, why me, why this, why am I an adoptive parent, why am I an adoptee? Why did I decide to relinquish my child? What is this all about? How does it serve me? How am I suffering? What am I learning? And so we will continue to play with these ideas. There is an e-course that I've created called Transform with What If that will take you much deeper into all of these spiritual concepts and challenge your thinking in very profound ways so that you're able to really move your ego out of the way and allow the wisdom of your heart and soul to come into the picture much more easily. So I encourage you to do a lot of journaling in this course, do some reading on your own, and keep your heart open to what rings true, because finally, in the final analysis, you are the authority about what is true for you. So I hope that you are enjoying this process, and I hope that it's serving you very well on your path of evolving your state of consciousness to a higher, lighter one that brings you more joy and peace. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to share my teachings with you, and you'll see me again.